representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper. Is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field was the loss. That stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. Expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
First down from the 42.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Baker now off to play fake. It's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. Nothing to an after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And
out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. A gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. We'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Deion Henley. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Baker now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 9-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets right into the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaking up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. They send a tight end in motion. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take it down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They put a receiver in motion right. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right? It's the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you'll have a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
16 yards.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a Great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of
Offense
14
getting set.
yards.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
Another gain for Genty. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard
Break the huddle. It's
line.
2nd down now. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13.
It's a
To the
gain
line
of
and
22
set. Here we go.
yards.
1st down.
That's another Raiders first down.
From the red zone now. Called in. Again, it's Bowers. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
On the bounce, down at the 6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Genty from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Here's Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders start off well, tight thing, 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. He brushed him off with ease. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Eagles and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Mayfield now from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down from the 42.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Finds Brown right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. Baker throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. He dodged the tackle. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Mayfield. Setting up the screen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throw left side, caught by Brown.
Mayfield's pass complete to A.J. Brown.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal. at the Raiders' 6-yard line.
They give it to him up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 7.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. They're going to have this up at the 24-yard line as they haul him down. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They go play action on first down. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
At midfield, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Counter give to Jeanty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Knocked down by D-Hart-TX.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for bigger gaps in the future.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. 1st and 10 now from the 46. He's dropping back to throw. There's a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down.
Back to throw now. It's a screen play to Jeanty. Spins out of one stop. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go get somebody like they did right there.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Buys time, rolling right. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in by his back here, it's Jeanty. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout.
A 27-yard
Oops, knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. That one's complete right side. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
7 yards. It's second down.
Mayfield set to pass. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So we have a one-score game here at the break. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. So first and 10 now from the 30. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
He's tackled at the 40.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Back to Jeanty. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The play fake, he'll throw. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside. Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble. So many good runners. It was good pursuit to stay on it the entire way.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Punt formation for the Raiders.
And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And they came in on a rough stretch, 4 straight losses. But things looking better now as they've got this lead. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Shoves one away. Good toss here into the hands of Brown. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. The handoff on third and short. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing, Baker. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. The play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
Eagles first down.
Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to number 83.
They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Third down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to run for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Mayfield.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's another Eagles first down.
Sending him on the dive. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Well, we're gonna pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. He finds Brown right side. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
To A.J. Brown. A 3-yard gain on the play.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Baker. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Genty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Bale's out of the pocket quick. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First and 10 now from the 46. The give now out of the shotgun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Now here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Complete to number 0. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. The tight end in motion now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4. All set to go now from the 35.
That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down.
Dive up the middle. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. 20. Mayfield to throw for it. He's going for it himself. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Raiders 10.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Dropped by the first down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down right past the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
To number 2, Ashton Jeté. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
They come to the line here.
and
This is
6.
third and 6. They'll throw. Third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him
It's a
down.
pickup of 44 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Throwing from the gun here. And man over the middle, it's Bowers. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
12 more yards. That's another
In the red zone on first. Called in again, it's Bowers. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
11 more yards.
Sticking to the air here. Escapes out to the left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to number 88. A 6-yard
From
gain.
the gun on third down. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the fourth. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
180!
Baker now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
And 13.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Set. 180!
He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And there's the stop they needed. Dropped behind the line, and they can get the football back now.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Thumbs up empty on that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Medical staff hurrying out to the field after that play, Brock. Looks like somebody was injured, and oh, no, it is running back Ashton Genty.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, look good, didn't he? Running the pass, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward.